Hello everyone, this is Martin. It's Saturday and I want to make a video. I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully the extreme cold temperatures are behind us as we enter a new phase. Winter's coming to an end pretty soon. And remember, don't forget to move your clocks forward. Tonight, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, the clocks have to be moved forward. And I'm really looking forward to warmer temperatures. I mean, I can't wait for to sit outside on a lawn chair and bask in the sun, and possibly having a laptop with me, and even trading outdoors. So and that's what I'm looking forward. And hopefully, all you guys are happy that the cold temperatures are behind us, and hopefully we're going to be experiencing some balmy, beautiful Caribbean sunshine pretty soon. So let's get right back to the charts. You can see I'm starting with the Euro USD, and what I want to do is concentrate and take a closer look at the trend, how a trend moves, the various phases of the market movement when it comes to following a trend. And this is important because most of the currency pairs, most of the major currency pairs have shown some extreme strength in the trend movement, except lately we had sideways consolidation with a lot of the major currency pairs. And let's look at the Euro USD. You can see price had been coming down lower, 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 and the space between the two lines, between the 21 EMA and the 50 SMA, had been getting wider and wider and wider, showing continuous strength to the downside. So sellers are in control all along the way. We could only expect price to keep coming back down further. And I want to go over a couple of interesting things. When price is going sideways right here, as we see in this area, price is not necessarily consolidating, but it's going up and down, up and down. It's almost like trading in a channel where the bulls are gaining strength here, pushing price up. The sellers are gaining strength. With sellers gaining strength, and even more sellers are coming in, pushing price back down, showing that they're still in control. So great opportunity for sideways channel trading, which I'm going to have some lessons on in the future. But right now I want to concentrate on trend trading. And here you can see once price comes up between the 21 and the 50 SMA, here's a period of almost rest. It's a rest period for the sellers, because remember, sellers in control, but price does never close above the 50 SMA, and that's important to understand. Once we know that, and when price comes back down with this bearish engulfing candle, notice that this candle engulfs the previous bullish candle. This is a great indication that the sellers are really in control and will push price down. But what does that really mean? When price comes up, tests the 50 SMA and bounces off, it means that we can expect new lower lows. And this is important when it comes to trend continuation trading. First of all, when price bounced off here with an engulfing candle, we can expect it to test the previous low, which is here, and it did right there. Okay, but then I also anticipate, whenever I see this happen right here, okay, where price comes up to a 50 SMA and comes back down, I can expect price eventually to make a new lower low. And in this case, it went all the way down to here. You can see this area right there. So there's your new lower low. And if price was to come back up here to the 21 EMA, or even back up here to the 50 SMA and bounce back down, I can expect again price to test this new low, and eventually make and find a new lower low, which it actually did right over here. However, in this case, let me just take that off. In this case, price did not go back up to here, did not go back up to the 50 SMA, and we went through a very short rest period where sellers are in control. I mean, the buyers only had one bullish candle here, and what we kind of do is we just wait for a bearish confident warrior candle, which is this bearish candle right there, and we would have gotten in at the open of the next candle right there. Let me just take this off. The other thing is, remember in our study of the candlestick warriors, this white candle, this white candle right here is in the inside bar. Here is the mother candle, here's the inside, and just below the mother candle, right there, if we would have drawn that across, we would have entered a position as soon as price would have touched below the mother, below the low of the mother bar there, and we would have gotten in, and made some pretty good pips to at least right there. Okay, so always remember to keep those candlesticks in mind. Trade with the candlesticks; they are your warriors, and that's really important. Again, down here, this is really, really good. Price did eventually make a new lower low, and price went back to retest the 21 EMA. But you noticed all along the sideways trading, price never went above the 20 or closed above the 21 EMA, never even went close to the 50 SMA. So again, we can only anticipate price will eventually come back down lower until it crosses back up to the other side, but it didn't. So with this candle right here, this is a bearish engulfing candle. Price went down much further, and of course on Friday with the great economic news that came out of the United States, you can see the United States is gaining currency. The United States currency is gaining strength against all other currencies. Price is down much lower because of that. Okay, so let me just take that off, and I believe price is going to keep coming down further. I've drawn in the next support area of somewhere between 107.58, 107.50. However, because of this long bearish candle, we can kind of expect price to maybe go sideways for a few days. You can see back up here, long bearish candle, went sideways 1, 2, 3 days. These are all basically dojis, so we can maybe expect that before continuation to the downside. Again, we are only looking for sell trades because we know that price is below the 21 EMA and below the 50 SMA. We can only anticipate price going down further. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the other currency pairs. Okay, you can see here, price made a new low right here. Price bounced off the new low, and actually this time even went above the 50. As soon as it went above the 50 SMA, we know we are in a kind of almost a short-term reversal. And actually, we can say that this was a short-term reversal to the upside, short-term uptrend. However, price eventually went up to this gray rectangle, which is a previously drawn resistance. You can see going back, it touches the low points here, here, here. Let me just take that off. And finally, the sellers exerted their control and brought price right back down below the 50 SMA. Now, we know we are in an overall downtrend, right? Looking at the left of the chart, all the way down to the right, we are in an overall downtrend. Once price closes below the 50 SMA, we know for sure that price will continue going down lower. Now, I will feel a lot more comfortable when, see this 21 EMA, this one also comes below the 50. Right now, I believe with this long bearish candle, price may come down a wee bit to retest the previous low right here. There's the previous low. So price may come back down and then may just bounce up a bit before coming back down further, okay? And the reason is this 21 EMA line still is above the 50. So even this great evidence to the downside by the sellers, I believe price will come down maybe just a wee bit more to retest the previous low, which is what we can anticipate as soon as price gets below the 50. But because of this long bearish candle, there could be a slight period of rest for the sellers where price goes up a bit and then comes back down lower. So this is where we want to look for bearish evidence to the downside. Okay, so you can see that real quickly. Let me take that all off. Audi USD pair, Again, remember what I said, the U.S. currency is stronger than all the other currencies right now, forcing the Audi to go down. Price is also well below the 50, the orange line. Well, it's below the 21. I expect price to come down, retest the previous support here, and if price does not continue high, does not go higher, I believe price will come back down much lower. Okay, the New Zealand USD, very similar. Again, the New Zealand a lot weaker than the US dollar. Price should come back down to at least test the previous support right there, and then eventually down to here. Okay, so I believe the price will be coming down. Again, price is below the 50 SMA. Once we see price below the 50 SMA, we can only anticipate that sellers are in control, and we're looking for sell trade opportunities. Okay, USD Swiss franc. I have said for a number of weeks now, or for a long time, that this is one of the best. This was one of the best pairs to be trading. Price has been going up and up and up and up and up all the time. I've been in this trade several times, made some pretty good pips, and that's because the U.S. currency is far too strong against the Swiss franc, and I believe right here price will continue going higher, eventually retesting the previous high, which is right about there. Price may come down just a wee bit. It's broken through resistance. Price may come back down. The buyers may be resting a little bit before pushing price back up again. Okay, and now we get to the U.S. CAD. Let me go down to the. Let me just do something for a second. I want to make that chart smaller. Okay, now we can see that. We can clearly see that price is now breaking up to the upside. This is one huge bullish candle. Of course, the news came out on Friday. The economic news for the United States was very, very good. Canadian news was not so, some Canadian news has come out, which is not so good as well. And so price, I believe, is going to be pushing all the way up higher to this previous resistance zone. You can see price is still well above the 50. It has never come even close to the 50, so we are in a bullish uptrend, major bullish uptrend from the left side of the chart all the way to the right. We went through a huge period of sideways consolidation where bulls were gaining strength. The buyers were continuously coming in here, 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 always making sure that price would stay above the 21 SMA. And I now believe price will go much higher, and it will retest the previous. It will test the previous high over here, and once it does that, there may be some sideways consolidation, but I believe price will go even higher, possibly to the 29.52 or 130 area. So I believe price eventually will go higher as well. So and that's all because price is still above the 50 SMA. If price can stay above the 21 EMA, we can expect price to continue going higher. The U.S. currency is strong. It seems like it's on fire, and nothing's going to stop that for a while. So, anyways, that's my take on all the currency pairs. Hopefully, you can understand what's happening with the trend, and especially in this case, after a period of sideways consolidation, you just look for bullish evidence to the upside for the trend to continue. And that's it for this week. Hopefully this helps you quite a bit. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email them to me. I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. You can also send me your charts. And just want to wish everyone happy trading. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.